Hello YouTube, this is William. Here you've been waiting for it. Here it is. The baby bird. See the little logo on the baby bird? Somebody said it looked like the little chicken on the chicken hawk on the cartoons, Looney Tunes. I didn't think of that, but it may look like it a little bit. So it's a baby chicken hawk. Been sitting here whittling on a stick and getting ready for it. Show you guys and tell you what, it's gonna give my old Nessie a little run for its money. I'll tell you. I think it's gonna be a fantastic bushcraft knife. When Jeff and I was talking about this, going through the design and everything, Jeff said he wanted a very fine point because he wanted it to be able to process game, deer and stuff. And so if I can get this in the, see how fine that point is. Can you see that? That, folks, is fine. All right, you see the back of it, the new Made in Texas stamp. These baby birds are going to be the first runs that has that Made in Texas stamp. And it's also going to have the new designation for type of steel. E is for AEBL. Okay, so these are 1/8 inch AEBL. Blade on it's about 4 inches, overall 9. So basically, let's talk about the grind. The grind is a Scandi from this part all the way through. Okay, from about here on, it has a distal taper. So it gives you a very fine point and also slicing power. The further up this blade you go, the better slicing power you've got. But down here you have wedging properties, and also it just hogs off the wood when you're carving and doing the bushcraft task and all this other stuff that you need a knife for on camp. Do those pot hangers and tent stakes and just whittling on a stick. Everybody needs a whittle on a stick. So anyway, this is a design that I'm going to be using this one for a while. I just finished it over the weekend, the first one, to kind of been playing with it a little bit, and I tell you what, I'm really liking this. I think it's going to give my Nessie a run for the money. Now, I love my Nessie. Don't get me wrong, but I'll tell you what, it's just, the handle on this is just beyond comfortable. You got that bubble up there on the top so you can choke up on it and get that extra purchase there. And it's just, yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, now the next thing people are going to say is, well, it reminds me of this and reminds me of that, and what's the difference between this and that? Okay, so everything is even close. We're going to move the camera down and we're going to do a comparison on the tabletop, or actually on my stump. I got a stump here. So we're going to do a comparison on my stump here and show you the differences. Okay, kind of in the blind here, but we can manage. I don't have a Alaskan Scout that's finished. You see the Mammoth. All of the proprietary blades for Great Northern Knives will start coming with a Mammoth on them. So anyway, so here's the Alaskan Scout. And if I lay these two blades on top of one another, you'll be able to see that the baby bird is about 1/2 inch shorter. The Alaskan Scout is more of a Kephart style spear point, whereas the baby bird is more of a drop point. So you can see that the points are different. The Alaskan Scout is 5/32, where the baby bird is 1/8 inch. The grinds are very similar, whereas the Alaskan Scout will have a Scandi into a distal taper or a blended full flat, or however you want to call it, whereas these two grinds are very similar. But there is a difference in the points, blade shape, blade length, blade thickness, and the handle is very close as well. Okay, so that's your Alaskan Scout. Now the Saner Scout, again, different blade thicknesses. The Saner Scout is 5/32, whereas the Baby Bird is 1/8 inch. And you can see the differences. The Saner Scout has a little bit more belly, has a different grind. The Saner has a saber into a Scandi, where this has a distal taper. So the Baby Bird has a very fine point, whereas the Saner has more of a robust tip or point than the Baby Bird. So I hope that's coming through the camera okay. Kind of going in the blind here a little bit. But anyway, there's the difference. Saner again is a little about a 1/2 inch longer. So there you have it. Lay it side by side. Maybe you can get a better picture of it. Okay. So the next one would be the Junior Woodsman. I don't have one with a handle, but at least you can get the kind of general idea. Now both of these knives, the steel is the same thickness, so they're both 1/8 inch. Handle is very close to the same. The grinds are different, whereas the Scandi goes into a saber, whereas the Baby Bird, again, the Scandi goes into a distal taper. So if I lay the blades on top of one another, maybe the camera angle can show this. The Junior Woodsman, the blade is about a 1/4 inch longer, whereas this one is more of a drop point than the Junior Woodsman is. The Junior Woodsman, the blade tip is raised up a little bit on it. Okay, and also the Junior Woodsman has a little bit narrower blade, whereas the Baby Bird has the blade is a little bit wider, maybe an 1/8 inch, maybe 1/8 inch wider. Okay, and just because somebody's going to say it looks similar to the Narrow, I don't think it looks anywhere close to the Narrow, but we're going to lay it side by side just in case somebody thinks it does. Totally different blade designs, different grinds. The only thing that is similar is this is a blended saber, whereas this is a distal taper. So the grinds are similar except for this point here. The Baby Bird doesn't have that. Baby Bird has more of a flow to the grind, and again, this is a Woodsman's grind, so the 12-degree angle that you sharpen is the same all the way through. It's just one angle you sharpen. Okay, so it's very easily sharpened. And just to show you the difference between, and this was not finished. This is a Blackbird that's going to Great Northern. He ordered a bunch of Blackbirds in AEBL wholesale back in February, so I had to save some steel for that. And these are the last of the 5/32 AEBL until maybe fall, maybe. I'm not sure if we can ever get it again. But anyway, if you haven't heard that, the steel comes from Germany, and pretty much shipping is shut down for Germany right now. But there's the Baby Bird compared to the Blackbird, and you can see that the Baby Bird is a little bit smaller. Handle is very close to sizes. Blade width is about the same. It's the length and the grinds that are different. And also the Blackbird has a 5/32 thickness on blades, whereas the Baby Bird has 1/8. And as of right now, I can still get the 1/8 AEBL. I don't know how much longer, but I can still get it. Okay, well, I hope that answered your questions, and you can get these knives first production run. You can see the one. It's not production, but first run. See the one? A limited number going to Great Northern Knives. Their website is www.great, G-R-E-A-T, Northern, N-O-R-T-H-E-R-N, Knives, K-N-I-V-E-S.com. If you need help, then go to my website, look under Knives and Authorized Dealers, and you'll see their websites and everybody else that's also a dealer on that website, or on that web page. So that's another way to get in touch with them. Pre-order now because they're going fast, folks. They're going fast. So anyway, if you want one, better get it. The handles come in different colors. I don't know what all he's got. I can't remember off the top of my head what he ordered. I don't know if he ordered Sure Touch or not, but I do know that he's got micarta. So get with him and work out the details and put your name on the list, or however he does that, because I don't know. Don't ask me, because I have no idea. All I do is sell to him wholesale, and he takes it from there. It's his shop, okay? His store. All right. Okay. Appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate all your comments, your likes, and you're just awesome. I just don't know what to say about it. And until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. Catch you again soon. Bye-bye.